And good afternoon. Well, hey there. How's it going? Morty here. Welcome to the channel. And got some pretty great stuff today. That's a total lie, by the way. Hello, Rich Mitch. Great to see you. Hello, Mortsky. Hey, Mortsky. Rich Mitch, hey, £2. Here's some funds to put in your Grand Canyon. Okay, thank you very much. I have an announcement about that, just so everything is clear and upfront. Thank you very much for the channel's support, Rich Mitch. Um, yeah, I went on the dungeon 2 days ago. Uh, Easy Company was hosting, and he was all alone on the panel, and he was he was imploring the viewers, pleading for some panelists. I typed in a comment about whatever, and he, for like a half hour, he was like, "Please, Morty, I need you, Morty." So I went on the dungeon. I talked with Easy. I was there for 3 to 4 hours, something like that, and it was very nice. There weren't any notable haters in the viewer chat, so it went along fine. And then a little bit later, after 3 or 4 hours, then the other people, well, not those people, but other people got on the panel. Angelic, Nark, Bateman, and then it all went dungeon crazy for a while. And then I was tired after. I think it was almost 4 hours. Then I left, but really worth watching. Really good stuff. And I learned a lot about Easy Company from my conversation with him about him breeding snakes, raising snakes, and selling them. His Thailand adventures. His interest in reptiles. I mean, very interesting stuff that has never come out about Easy ever before. So it was very good. Rich Mitch, Easy is anything but. He's absolutely rotten, man. Really. Well, I haven't gotten that impression from seeing him. I know he does call people names, but those are just dungeon type names. He doesn't do any anti-Semitism and blatant racism and anti-Semitic comments and screaming and yelling and lying and vomiting and face blasting everyone. So it was, yeah, for the time I was there, Bradley, it was quite civil. After everybody else got on, then it went into the usual dungeon melee, which was okay, but I had plenty. I was ready to leave. It was a long visit. Wow, I don't know anything about that, Rich Mitch. Okay. No viscountness. It went very well. I just think he's rotten because he's a bad drunk. Okay, well, I'll tell you, I'll make a comment about that. I don't know if he's a drunk or an alcoholic or just likes an occasional drink in the evening. I don't know. Okay. But I'll tell you this, whatever he is, or whatever people say he is, or how he acts, or whatever, it's nothing compared to those people. The violent viciousness, hate, lying, defaming, defiling, degrading, verbal raping of people in the community, just bending them over and just reaming them out with lies and hate and distortions and mistruths and derangement, total derangement. So he's nothing like that. So uh, I don't see why anybody, unless there's things that have happened I'm not aware of, anything he's done is nothing compared to what goes on with those other people. Yeah, those people, Rich Mitch. You know what I mean. All right, so I'd like to talk about the Grand Canyon trip. And this came about from talking with my friend Ozzy Expat 3 or 4 earlier this week, who has been there. Well, wait a minute, MT, hold on. I got to make an announcement about the Grand Canyon funds. MT85 999 super chat. Thank you a million for the channel support. I have to make a comment before anyone donates for the Grand Canyon fund drive. Please wait for my prefatory statement, okay? And then anyone who wants to donate, thank you. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the Grand Canyon. I've never been there, and from talking to Ozzy Expat earlier in the week, I felt, and I've thought about it, but I've never been there. I thought, I should go. It would be a great getaway. So I've been looking at logistics, different ways of travel, train, bus, Flagstaff, Phoenix, or Las Vegas, and so I'm looking it out. I'm looking at it for January now. I want to post a video and then an official announcement. And again, thank you very much, MT. Great to see you. So let's start off with a video about, and let me change the picture here, so we really get in the mood. Look at that. Okay, so let's, how do I do this? It's so complicated. All right, let's give it a go.
Let me tell you a story. There are those people that like to donate their money to drug-induced weekend live streamers. They enjoy sick and twisted entertainment that only enables dangerous behavior for lonely people. This does nothing but enable a lifestyle of emptiness. Why would you donate your fun money to people that have money so they can have drug-induced fun with your money? It's time to start donating to more important things than your favorite live stream personality, to see them wake up after a weekend bender in their own pool of vomit. It's time to make dreams into reality. It's time to send Morty to the Grand Canyon. Get Morty to the Grand Canyon. Donate now.
Oh, great video. Just absolutely great video. All right, so let me post an announcement about the possible, a very possible Grand Canyon trip. It's still in the works with the planning. So let's post a new banner up here. Donating to Morty's Grand Canyon trip does not, in fact, guarantee Morty will be going to the Grand Canyon. And I have a typo there, so I'm going to change that right now. I do try for good grammar. There we go. Let's put it up again. Donating to Morty's Grand Canyon trip does not, in fact, guarantee that Morty will be going to the Grand Canyon. And I'll tell you why I put up that caveat. Do you like the whale music or you prefer something else? Okay. Breitling. Wait, no private jet to the Grand Canyon while wearing 5 Rolex and a Patek. Well, it could be worse. It could be 5 Jacobin Co's, you know. So will you be visiting England next? Well, that's my dream, to go to England. I did Japan, and if I ever get to England, it's got to be next year, because after that I'll be, just more work. Oh yeah, okay, very nice. So I'm putting this up because there's been a tradition. Can I control the volume of that music? Just this. Yeah, there we go. That works. Okay. There's been a tradition established by other YouTube channels that they have done shows about fundraising for a certain trip or a certain goal, a certain objective. And then after raising quite a bit of money, the channel host never goes on the trip or does the thing that he was fundraising for, and just keeps the money. And hardly anyone ever says anything. Like, wait a minute, you said you were going to go here and you were raising money for that, and you never went. And people usually never asked for a refund because they donated specific amounts for specific purposes. And when the host reneged on taking that trip or whatever, he never refunded the money. So I'm going to preempt that with the statement that's on the banner. It says, donating to Morty's Grand Canyon trip does not, in fact, guarantee that Morty will be going to the Grand Canyon. Now, I have good faith intentions of if I can raise the funds and use my own funds as well, then I will go, and I'm looking at January. But if I'm not able to, I want it well established clearly up front, not in any, quote, small print, but, well established, that donations that go to the Grand Canyon Fund don't necessarily guarantee that Morty will be going to the Grand Canyon. So in that regard, the donations that do come in for the Grand Canyon Fund, if Morty doesn't go to the Grand Canyon for whatever reason, those funds will be used for channel expenses, StreamYard, etc. So I just want to be very, very clear on that, so I'm not accused of being a fraudulent, liar, a deceiver. They're the deceivers, not me. Okay, so thank you very much. Of those people who just donated prior to my announcement, MT85 and Rich Mitch, thank you very much. And so there you have it. MT85, fun, my brand new truck driver's side window motor just broke. So my brand new truck, driver's side window motor just broke. Oh man, a brand new? What kind of truck is it? What did you get, a cement truck? That would be cool. Brand new truck, and the electric window's broken. Unbelievable. All right, so many people who watch this channel, all 2 or 3 of you who look at the channel, really may not know that much about the Grand Canyon, being you're in a different country, or you're a graduate of the Chicago public school system and you don't know anything about geography. So let's just give a sort of an overview or introduction to the Grand Canyon. It's a national park. Ford Super Duty, only 500 miles. Oh man, yeah. So let's look at some photos, and then some websites. Really get a good overview and perspective on the Grand Canyon. So here's just a variety of pictures, and there's a river that goes through it. If I knew the name of it before, I don't remember it now. Now, I mean, I would think this is just perfect paleontology, dinosaur hunting grounds. Just dig up all these rocks and look for fossils. But it's protected. It's a protected area by the federal government. So that can't be done unless maybe you get a special permit. Now, I could not do this. Stand on the very tippy toe edge of that cliff. I couldn't do that. Uh, I know this guy here in the picture, he can do it. A lot of people can do that. I couldn't do that. I don't know what would happen if I did that. But absolutely amazing. Look at this. I mean, I understand looking at pictures is not the same as being there and, you know, gazing at this in person, taking it all in. But it's extraordinary. Now look at this. This here's a staircase that you can climb up from. I don't know where it starts, and you can go way over here on the edge of this staircase stand and get an unbelievable view. I don't think I could do that. I could walk up the steps, but I don't know if I could stand. Well, it is barrier. There is metal. There are metal barriers there, so maybe I could do that. And if I started to get all lightheaded and panic, I could crawl back to a secure place. But maybe I could do that. I don't know how high that is, but by the way, look at this rock formation. That looks like a sloth. You ever see a sloth face? I like sloths, and it kind of looks like a sloth. Yep, just saying. Let's see. Okay, people watching. Thanks, everybody. There must be other shows on at this time, and that's A-OK. Here's an incredibly good picture. And I don't know if they have anything like this in England or Ireland, you know, but this is amazing. And if you look in the distance, there's just more mountains and just flat, open territory. Wow, look at this. Absolutely amazing. I don't know how, I haven't read the Wikipedia or the Park Service website about how many hundreds of millions of years old these rocks and everything are and all that. But I'll look into the history of all this. Now, here's some male or female or they, them, I can't tell from the picture, sitting on the edge of a cliff, 1,000 feet up from the ground, and I couldn't do that. Wow. I wonder if you're allowed to climb all the way or walk all the way down to the bottom and then just walk all over the place. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Wow. Amazing. Now, on this picture, I thought these are bushes, but that's actually people. Here's two people right here. Hold on. Look at this. 3 people on the very, very top of this cliff or promontory or whatever you would call it. And how did they get up there? It's unbelievable. I don't think I could do that. I think I would stand by the hotel and just look at everything. but it's absolutely amazing. I wonder if you're allowed to go rock climbing here, or that's probably not allowed. Wow, magnificent. Look at this. Look at these rocks. I wish I studied geology. I didn't do that for required science classes, but geology would have been just really great. But I didn't have the interest back then. I didn't have management. I needed a manager. Right. Now you can go rafting on the river that goes through or near the Grand Canyon. I don't know the name of the river. I have to look it up. And that sounds really great, you know. I could probably live stream that, the rafting through the rapids, and the camera would be just as jittery or no less jittery than when Marcelo was live streaming from riding his bicycle in Tokyo yesterday. It would be less jittery than Marcelo just riding his bicycle. Yeah, but this would be really great. Amazing. Yeah, you see, I don't know how these people do it. Well, they're not neurotically messed up like me, but look at this. All the way up there. Look at this girl. She's right on the edge. Isn't she worried that she might lose balance or slip on a and fall over? Or isn't she worried that her friend here might just push her over? You know, for a TikTok video? I mean, it's absolutely incredible. Wow. There's a squirrel overlooking the Grand Canyon on the edge of a cliff. We got to get in there with cages and relocate these squirrels, by the way. They're a menace to the Grand Canyon. We got to relocate these squirrels. Got to cage them up and move them a few miles away from the park. Now, look at this here. They call this bear rock or something like that because if you look at it, it looks like a bear face. But to me, that looks like a lizard face, like a turtle face, right here, or a prehistoric dinosaur era marine monster. Here's the bottom jaw and the top, and this looks like a turtle. This part right here. They call it a bear rock. Amazing. This is the same one that I thought looked like a sloth from when viewed from the front, but this is amazing. Check out the Giant's Causeway. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'll look that up. Very good. 7 people watching. Thank you all. Now let's get back a few more pictures, and then we're going to look at some websites here. Now, this is amazing. This looks like a painting more than a real photograph. But I don't know what this is or, but I'll find out. On the proposition that I will be going, here's that river that goes through the Grand Canyon. It looks like rapids. Maybe those rafts go along this river area here. All right, let's go back to a really nice picture. There's the squirrel. Morty's Diner. Ah, this one's great. Okay, so I'm going to, at this point, remove the photos, and we'll go to some websites. So let's see if I can do this, because it's very difficult. I think this will work. Let's take a look. It worked. Holy cow. Fantastic. Okay, this website is National Park Service .gov. Plan your visit to the Grand Canyon National Park, Arizona. Okay, and it says viewing a Grand Canyon. Let me make it a little larger. Viewing the Grand Canyon from Mather Point on the south rim. I could do this because here it's all barriered in and lots of people, so I could do that. All right, amazing. Open daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's the visitor center. Okay. You have to have an entrance pass, so I'll have to read about entrance fee, cost, and passes. Though, if I take one of those organized bus company tours from Las Vegas or Flagstaff, Arizona, that would all be included, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. Okay, first time, South Rim, which is the recommended area to visit, I've been told, open all year. North Rim currently closed. Grand Canyon Skywalk, which is on the West Rim, which I'm not going to do. All right. And here's all the information and weather conditions, webcams. Okay. Visitors boarding a Village Blue Route shuttle bus at the Yavapai Lodge. That's an Indian reservation right in the park or right adjacent to it, and I'll have to look into that, where this bus goes. Okay. Information about hotels and everything. I'm not going to do camping, but all that information's here. Places to go: historic South Rim Village, scenic Hermit Road, scenic Desert View Drive, Desert View, North Rim. So I have to read up on all this. The Visitor Center, hiking, mule trips. That could be cool. Whitewater rafting, bicycling, guided tours, sunrise and sunset times. Wow. And this photo is experiencing sunset from Hopi Point on the South Rim. That's an Indian tribe, Hopi Indians. So this is a very, very important website, and I will review that thoroughly. If, as I mentioned, if I'm fully able to go. Now I'm going to click this off. And Blaine Cole, hello there. Morty, why not return to the Holy Land instead? Return? You mean go back to Brooklyn? What do you mean? Who's paying for me to do that trip? I'm the poor. I lost 91,000 last month. That's 3 Yachtmasters. I lost like 3 Yachtmasters. But I would certainly go there. Why not? It'd be whether you're Christian, Jewish, or just want a fascinating place to visit, why not go? It'd be phenomenal. 2 viewers. We're doing great. Thank you all very much. All right. Let's bring up another website now, which is of great interest to me, and I hope the audience. Okay. Now let's look at this. Places to stay. Now, if I go the route of flying to Phoenix and then flying from Phoenix to Flagstaff, and then taking a 1.5-hour bus from Flagstaff to the South Rim, I would stay over one night. So I would need a place to stay since I'm not going camping. Okay. I don't do camping. So where is that website? Let me get it back. Hang on. Is this it? Yeah, great. Okay, so this website is Grand Canyon National Park Lodges.com. GrandCanyonLodges.com. Take a mule ride to Havasupai Gardens. Embark on an unforgettable journey into the Grand Canyon aboard our new Havasupai, if that's pronounced correctly, Gardens mule ride. That sounds pretty good. Okay. So this has great pictures of places to stay. All these hotels here. In-park lodging, stay right on the South Rim. Grand Canyon Hotel, Grand Hotel. Grand Canyon Hotels right on the rim. Look at this picture. This is absolutely incredible. Look at this. There's the Grand Canyon, and here's the hotel. Find your Grand Canyon Hotel right in the park, right on the rim. Since the early 20th century, guests have come to the fabled canyon to stay and enjoy the most sublime of all earthly scenes. You can stay at El Tovar, Bright Angel Lodge, Kachina Lodge, Thunderbird Lodge, and Maswick Lodge, all located close to the canyon edge, or venture to Phantom Ranch at the bottom of the canyon. Holy cow. Look at this place. I wonder what these prices are. If I go in January, I bet you they might be a little bit less. Each one of these places looks incredible. Is that a Del Taco right there? That'd be great. No, okay. This place looks incredible. It's right on the edge of the rim there. I mean, it's right on the rim, yeah. Amazing. So click here to get all the details. Dining at the canyon. Classic dining rooms in one of the most unique settings in the world. Sustainably sourced. Local Arizona fare with a Southwest twist. I don't know what local Arizona fare would be. That's interesting. What would local Arizona fare be? I don't know. Food trucks to 5-star. Enjoy great cuisine while at the Grand Canyon. Fantastic. Local Arizona fare would be Mexican food. Snake, rattlesnake, squirrels, marmots, barbecued marmot. I don't know what that means, local Arizona fare. But, okay. Really experience the canyon with tours and activities. From taking the Grand Canyon Railway to riding the world-famous mules or embarking on a guided motor coach tour to the most scenic vistas and sights. Make the most of your Grand Canyon experience with one of our tours. I have to read about this. I've never ridden on a mule. I have done horseback riding. The last time I went horseback riding was in Galveston, Texas, with my Houston girlfriend, my Houston alcoholic girlfriend, and we had a blast. We did. Galveston is very humid and hot. A lot of mosquitoes down there, too, on one of those neighboring little islands. It was amazing, but very interesting trip that was. Okay. Yeah, you could ride the horses right on Galveston Beach. Now look at this. Take the train to the canyon. There's a train ride you can take that goes from, you can take an Amtrak that goes from Los Angeles straight to the Grand Canyon. I don't want to fly into Los Angeles. That's the thing. All right. But there's a train station that another train goes from Williams, Arizona to the Grand Canyon. I have to look into that. 10 insider tips for an authentic Grand Canyon vacation. Okay. There's a map. More pictures. The history of mules at the Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon after dark must be incredible. The sky, the starlit sky at night must be absolutely crystal clear. It must be unbelievable. Okay. So this is a very good website. Lots of really great stuff about all the hotels and etc. All right, we're going to click this off. Corbin, local Arizona fare equals iguana sous vide. Wow. Well, look, if other people are having it, I'll have some. Forbin, Flagstaff, the Arizona with 4 seasons and some lovely trees. Yeah, I really don't know anything about Flagstaff, but it sounds like a very, very nice place. Small city in northern Arizona. It's an hour and a half from the Grand Canyon. Maybe that's a place I could move to and just stay there if it has four seasons. But I want cold and rain and snow, so that's going to be a problem. Blaine, my wife once asked if we could go camping. If I wanted to go camping, I would have joined the army. Good reply. Okay. Morty, you getting gold teeth? I have no plans on gold teeth. What are you talking about? They're the gold teeth people, not me. I have no. Oh, you mean the title? Morty goes to the Grand Canyon. End of month fundraising. Yes, the end of the month. So even if you don't want to support the potential Grand Canyon trip, it is end of the month fundraising for the channel. So please support the channel and help Morty pay his dental bills. Yeah, I've got a huge dental bill I want to pay off by December 31st. It's huge. Or as the Australians say, it's huge. Forbin. In addition to Flagstaff, similar but lesser known is Pine, Arizona. Okay, I'm not familiar with Pine, Arizona. Real estate costs less. Really? I'm going to look into that, see what the weather is in Flagstaff. So that could be interesting. I bet you they have DoorDash and Instacart. Good Second Amendment rights and policies, for Second Amendment people. And I got to see what the weather is and what it's like there, but I'll look into that. All right, let's bring up the last website. I'm going to try this. And here we go. Now, looky here at this. This is website thetrain.com. Grand Canyon Railway and Hotel. Now, apparently there's some kind of train that goes into the Grand Canyon, and they use this hotel, which looks just beautiful. Look at this train thing. I got to find out where this train goes from and goes to. Until December 8th, save up to 50% on round-trip tickets with the Stay and Save Platinum Pack. Yeah, but where does it start from and where does it go? See, I have to look into this. Like this a little larger here. The historic Grand Canyon Railway departs daily from Williams, Arizona, to the awe-inspiring Grand Canyon. Now, one of those bus tour companies in Las Vegas goes from Las Vegas to Williams, where you can get on the train, or continue on by bus and go to the Grand Canyon then either way. So I want to look into that. There's a lot of preparation for this. Enhance your Grand Canyon experience with an entertaining train ride featuring Western musicians and cowboy characters on vintage rail cars. You can plan a whole vacation. We offer many packages that include lodging at the Grand Canyon Railway Hotel and inside Grand Canyon National Park. Plan your adventure today. And here's the video. All aboard the Grand Canyon Railway and Hotel. That's a YouTube video. I'll look at that. The south rim of the Grand Canyon is at nearly 7,000 feet elevation, surrounded by a ponderosa pine forest, so temperatures can vary, often 20 to 30 degrees cooler than the desert. Wow. Cool off in northern Arizona this summer. Here's the current weather. Oh, look at this. 55 degrees. That's perfect. 50, Sunday 52, Monday 43, 48. And Thursday 39 degrees. This is fantastic weather. Wow. And then here's some other stuff that Polar Express was. Since 1901, the Grand Canyon Railway and Hotel has been taking passengers on a fabled journey to the heart of one of the 7 wonders of the world. Grand Canyon Railway is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a trip back in time on lovingly restored rail cars with entertaining musicians and the antics of cowboy characters. And that could be fun, but I hope it's not one of those things where they pick on the passengers to participate in the show, because I don't do that shit. They do that at Universal Studios too, in one of those attractions. I don't want to do that crap. Out your window, the terrain changes from high desert to prairie, prairie to pine. It's a view that's ever changing until you come across a view so brilliant it could very well change you. I need a view so brilliant that would change me. Okay, here's the train. There's two people from the Villages on vacation. There's all the pine trees, baby. Wow, amazing. Oh, here's the entertainment. Yeah, I mean, that's really kitschy. I don't know if I could get into that. Enjoy a Wild West shootout before the train departs. Then keep your eyes open for bandits. Enjoy the tunes of the West during the ride. I guess that's okay. Okay, departing daily from Williams, Arizona. Train departs at 9:30 Mountain Time. Returns at 4:45. Okay. Enjoy more than 3 hours at the canyon as the train drops you right in the historic village at the South Rim. Okay, this has potential. 6 ways to ride. Explore each class of train service. Lovingly restored to their former glory, each class is distinctly unique. I want the Pod 51 package. Okay. Right. Stay walking distance from downtown on Route 66. Riding the rails to the canyon is just one part of an unforgettable Grand Canyon experience. Whether you need lodging at both ends of our line or you're driving an RV, Grand Canyon Railway and Hotel will take great care of you and even your pets. Our hotel and RV park are located adjacent to the historic Williams Depot and a couple blocks from downtown Williams and the Mother Road, Route 66. Here's another video which can be watched on YouTube, Grand Canyon Railway. Okay. The AAA 3-diamond Grand Canyon Railway Hotel. That might be too expensive, but I'll look into it. 298 room, 3-diamond Grand Canyon Railway Hotel. Right next to the train station. All right. Departing daily from Williams, Arizona. Here's Williams. Here's the south rim of the Grand Canyon. And here's Williams, which is really in the middle of nowhere. And Las Vegas is over here. Here's Las Vegas. So you can go from Las Vegas. One of those bus tours goes Las Vegas to Williams, and then up to the Grand Canyon. Or you can just go right to the Grand Canyon. But amazing. A Phoenix to Grand Canyon road trip. That's if I'm driving. I'm not going to do that. Travel by RV. I'm not doing that. Detailed directions. Great website. Very, very important. Very good stuff. And this is called the Grand Canyon Railway. All right. Look at that. Amazing. Corbin, I like the train idea. Well, I mean, it all comes down to, hey, we have a guest backstage. I'm sorry, I was looking on the other page. It's
Hey
Ozzy
there.
Expat. Hey, Ozzy.
How you doing? Glad to see you.
Very well. I hope you weren't there too long. I was looking at the other page. So, yeah.
Yeah. When are you planning on going?
Well, January would be a good time to go for me. That gives
It's
me
gonna
plenty of
be
time. Gives me plenty of time to research and prepare it and go. But like I'm saying
Sure.
on the banner on the bottom of the screen,
Yeah.
let me just, because I want to make sure everybody is clear. Donating to Morty's Grand Canyon trip does not, in fact, guarantee that Morty will be going to the Grand Canyon. And I put that up because other YouTubers over the years have done
Hmm.
fundraising for specific trips and then they've never gone and they
Right.
kept the money. And I don't want to mislead anybody. My intent would be to go, but
Mhm.
I can't put in guaranteed contract, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say definitively, yeah, I'll do it because something might come up, but
Yeah.
you know, some reason. But right, okay.
So I mean, I was there in March, and massive amounts of snow cover. So
Really,
yeah,
really.
you want to be well prepared for
Okay,
very
I will
very
check
cold
the
conditions.
January weather. If it's
Yeah.
heavy snow, then that wouldn't work.
Uh-huh.
I don't think. If everything is
Well,
open,
I think
yeah,
it'll be open. It just depends whether or not the bus that you'd be relying on to go from
right.
Williams.
Yeah. It says
Um,
everything is open year round at the South Rim on the National Park
yeah,
website, but
yeah,
that
yeah.
could
I
affect
don't.
the
It's
train
not.
or the bus rides or the bus. Right,
Yeah,
right.
and it could affect. Yeah, but mostly, your own access to it. Because from Williams, I think it's about an hour and a half, so it's
Yeah,
not
I
a
don't
short
mind.
little skip
Yeah, I
in.
wouldn't mind walking around in the snow. That's fun for me, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I have my Oregon State University gloves, fleece gloves I bought at Kroger's, and
Hmm.
those would be good. So, yeah. So you're familiar with that train from Williams?
No, no, I've just been to the Grand Canyon a few times at different parts, and I'm familiar with Williams and Flagstaff.
Yeah. Okay. Blaine, before moving to Japan, I attempted getting a transfer to Flagstaff. I was hoping for the mule ride to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. You can guess how that turned out. Right. It got you into Fukuoka, Japan. You made the wrong turn. Right.
Yeah, there aren't many ways to get to the bottom. There's one trail from the South Rim that'll get you to the bottom,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I think there's a mule ride as well. But I mean, both are hugely taxing because you can imagine going up and down that elevation. I've never
Well, I
done
can I
something
can
that
see
extreme.
going down, whether it's walking or taking the mule ride down. But if I were hiking down to the bottom, hiking back up could be a real
Yeah,
tough.
and look, Grand Canyon, it's number one in terms of visual experiences and
Yeah,
real experience. But it's all open to you just by walking from the parking lot to the edge of the damn
right,
thing. It's like,
right,
like you can walk along the rim and the view doesn't really get better. It doesn't get necessarily worse, it doesn't get better.
right.
Like you're not missing out on something. And then also going to the bottom of it is for sure an experience, but it's not going to be better than seeing it from the rim.
Yeah, right, right. Is it possible to get down on the bottom and then with the mule or just
Hmm.
on your own and then just stay there walking around on your own, the backpack and the flashlight?
There's been a lot of people who died like
Hmm.
that.
Maybe
I've
from
got a
the
book called Death at Grand Canyon. It's hilarious.
oh
I,
really?
yeah, order it from Amazon.
Death
You'll get
Death in the
you'll
Grand
get
Canyon.
hours and hours of entertainment you can share with the viewers.
I'll look it up. Okay, very interesting. What
Yeah,
would
Death
people
at
die
Grand Canyon.
from? Animals
Stupidity, sheer stupidity is the
falling off a
99.
ledge,
Yeah, just falling off, doing
cracking your
stupid shit.
skull when you fall down on a rock or something.
Yeah, just like people trying to get photos and trying to get close to the edge for no real reason because
Right.
they gotta do that.
Wow.
People trying to. There was one story of a father who pretended to jump off the edge, but there was like a false cliff. You know what I mean? Like there's another cliff down there 5 feet lower, and well, he did that, and none of his family believed him. But he slipped off the cliff, so he actually did die. And it's like,
Amazing.
okay, that's smart. That was worth it.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
lots of stories. Lots of fun.
Yeah. And what's that book called again? Dying in the Grand Canyon? What was that?
Death at the Grand Canyon, or Death
I'll look
at
that up.
Grand Canyon. Yeah.
Death
It's a
at
paperback. It's not cheap, if I recall. Like, it's closer to 20 than it is to 10. But
Death at the Grand
if
Canyon.
you
Okay. I got
if
it.
you like
Yeah.
reading about well documented stupidity, it's pretty awesome.
Death at the Grand Canyon book. Okay.
Yeah, and you can read it while you're traveling there.
Yeah, right. That would be great. Yeah, here it is. I'm
Yeah,
going to save it on Amazon. And Over the Edge, Death in the Grand Canyon.
that's it.
Only
Yes, it's got like a
paperback
maroon cover.
1471. Kindle 9.99, paperback 1471.
Yeah,
All right.
at that
So
price difference, I get the paperback.
exactly. So okay, I just saved that. All right. Terrific information. You've been to Flagstaff. Is there anything? Is it worth staying an extra day just to explore Flagstaff?
Not really.
Not really. Okay, that's good. All right.
Not really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
there's some attractions nearby, but you may not appreciate them. So they've got this zoo. I can't remember what it was called. It's like Zootopia or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Bear something.
All right. I'll look
Bear
at that.
Mania or something. Bearizona. Bearizona. That's what it is. Bearizona. And
Right.
it's actually a pretty good zoo. And there's even a part of the zoo that's a drive-through zoo, so you can drive through the enclosures and stuff and see buffalo and lions and stuff like,
Right.
and bears and wolves. It's a
Uh-huh.
really good zoo, but I'm not exactly sure if you care, and
All
it
right.
doesn't
I'll look
sound like
into
you're going
that.
to have a car.
No,
But
I'm not gonna.
Arizona's good.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
This will be. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, Arizona, and then they've also got a coaster ride, a sort of a mountain coaster. One of the
Really? Wow.
You sit
All
in a
right.
sled and you go down this thing.
I'll look into that. Yeah. So based on at this time, my itinerary looks like fly Portland to Phoenix, transfer Phoenix to Flagstaff, hang around the town and stay overnight at a cheap hotel. Why spend the money in Flagstaff? Next morning, take the tour bus, Flagstaff to the South Rim, hour and a half. Okay. Spend the whole day there and sleep over one night at a lodge, right, in a convenient location right by the visitor area. All right.
Mm,
Next morning, take the train or take the bus, 4.5 hour bus to Las Vegas to fly home, or take
mm.
the train to Williams and then the bus from Williams to Las Vegas and then fly home. Maybe stay in Las Vegas a day or two or not. And
The way you said the train made implied that you could take the train to the South Rim.
I think that's what it said. I have to look up, but it goes
Yeah,
somewhere right by
look
the Grand
exactly
Canyon.
where it's dropping you off, what it's saying, because I
Yeah.
don't remember there being any train
Okay, I'll look
anywhere
it up.
near the Grand Canyon.
I'll have to check that. But even without the train, that probably the itinerary as it falls into
Okay, yeah,
place.
yeah. Las Vegas is just as good as Phoenix to get in, get out, so
Yeah,
that
well,
makes sense.
maybe I'll go to the donut shop and then I'll head out. I don't know, but yeah, it's a easy flight from
If you're
Las
going
Vegas.
to Phoenix, I don't know if it would entice you, but down in Tucson, which isn't that far away, it's an
Right.
hour or two, I think.
Yeah.
South of Tucson, so this would make it 3 hours, unfortunately. But they have a Titan II missile silo down there with the Titan II still in it.
And that's
And
south of
they,
Tucson.
yeah, it's
Well, yeah.
unbelievable.
Well,
That's
I'll
absolutely
look that up. I
unbelievable.
drove from Texas. I drove whatever the interstate was through Tucson
Yeah,
up to Phoenix and then left turn into California. And I
exactly.
remember I saw a sign that said you could exit for Tombstone, which I didn't think was important enough because it was a long drive, 3.5 days. But um, I could fly into Tucson as easily as Phoenix if that's worth it. But I can, and then maybe fly Tucson to Flagstaff. I'll have to
You'd
look.
need a car in Tucson to get to the Titan II, I
Okay, how
think.
far is that from like Tucson downtown? Would you say?
I think it's like 45 minutes to an
Oh,
hour.
I need a car. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. All right. So
And they have a really,
that's what?
really good air museum down there in Tucson as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Isn't that a famous Air Force base with all the old aircraft? How
Yeah,
many?
they've got some crazy stuff, a lot of Russian stuff. They've got a shuttle.
Mhm.
They've got a lot of helicopters, a
It's an aircraft
Concorde.
graveyard or something like that.
No,
I don't know
they're
what they
sort of
call it.
well maintained. So it's not a
Yeah,
graveyard.
yeah,
Which in some ways a graveyard is more authentic because the way that they've maintained the aircraft isn't like flight condition ready, just i.e. it's still got panels
right,
on paint on it. It's not necessarily, flight ready. It's been made to look new and nice, but I doubt any of them. I doubt most of them even fly anymore.
right. MT-85. Oh, I was just showing pictures about the Grand Canyon and all different hotels and ways to get there and travel tips. Okay. Hello, little Dave. Hey, Bateman, how you doing? Main MT main show that slow Morty fired up. What does that mean? Main show that slow Morty fire. I don't know what that means. Okay, Blaine. Hey, question for Ozzy. Um, any thoughts on the COMEX halt yesterday? Are they now the Robin Hood of commodities exchanges?
I'm not aware of any halts or trading halts. I'm not really a trader, so I'm not going to pretend. But all of this commodity trading stuff has always been, the frontier of risk and financial product. So in a way, you should have really seen a lot more aggressive sort of stuff in this era of democratization of trading. It should have really been something that arguably they should have been ahead of business wise. But I'm
Mhm.
not exactly sure what you mean by the halt. But I mean they did a thing with Robin Hood explicitly about a month ago, I think. So you know,
Yeah, I
we'll
don't know
see.
what Robin Hood is, so whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we have backstage that guy, one of those people, one of the haters with the insults and the racism, anti-Semitism. He wants to come on again, even though he says he hates my channel and never looks at it. So there's no way he's coming on. You might as well leave
Mhm.
now because you're not coming on. You know, dude. Okay, Davey. I just got back. Did Morty say hello to me? Sure, I did. Yeah. All right. No, he's not leaving. He's still there.
Do you, do you want to talk to him? I mean, I
Oh
don't
no,
mind.
he's got problems. He's a guy with real problems.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I just got rid of him. Yeah.
What did you
All
do
right.
for yesterday's dinner?
I didn't do anything special yesterday at all. I just
Yeah.
stayed home. It was freezing cold and raining, which I like, but I just stayed home and relaxed and did nothing. It was
Mhm.
fine. Frankly, I've had enough Thanksgiving feasts, you know, that
I understand.
uh, I don't really need another one. Yeah. But yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Let Herman on. Herman's not here. Um, Davey, I unloaded hay and fed cows, so I just got here also. MT-85's a rancher. He was just unloading hay and feeding the cows. Wow. Did you know there are cattle ranches in Florida?
Hmm.
I never thought.
I,
No one
I
ever
guess, I
thinks
guess
about
it,
that.
it I guess it shouldn't surprise me. I mean, you get cattle anywhere, pretty much. They're the
Well, how do
default
they?
when you can't do anything else.
Yeah, when it's time to sell the cattle, do you have to do a cattle drive all the way to Fort Worth, Texas, or Omaha? How do you get them to market? Miami would not be a cattle center,
Mhm.
so where do you take the cattle to sell them
Maybe
off?
it's smaller scale. Maybe it's not,
Well, it must be. I doubt it's a you
large
know
scale.
South Texas 10 million acre ranch or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Davy, little Dave. Oh my God, I was so full yesterday. It just wasn't the eating, but sitting around doing nothing all day. Yeah. So, how about you and the family? Did you have a big Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, yeah, we invited three other families over, so it was 14 head count, so it was quite
14 heads of
substantial.
people, cattle talk.
Yeah,
Right. And
yeah.
did you did you and your wife make everything, or did everybody bring over something? Or
We made all of the, primary dishes, the turkey, the gravy, the
right?
potatoes, roast veggies,
Uh-huh.
pumpkin pie. Then we invited everyone to bring a dish of their own to fill out the what wasn't there, like a
Yeah.
salad or something like that.
If you had invited me, I would have brought over a marble rye.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't have bread rolls.
Yeah, marble rye from Schnitzer's Bakery, or a chocolate babka, one or the other.
hmm
And
Yeah, that would have been welcome.
so, did you sleep well, or were you just totally stuffed and couldn't sleep?
I didn't really overeat.
Right. No,
Yeah,
very nice. Yeah.
yeah.
Did you think about, instead of cooking everything yourself, just going to a hotel for a fancy dinner, Thanksgiving dinner?
No, not really. I mean, it's nicer to host, and I
Right.
know how to cook the turkey.
Oh, really? And did you do it in the oven or some other way?
Yeah, in the oven, but we do separates, so we part it all out so that we can get the exact temperatures on each piece of meat, so
Oh,
nothing's
really? That's very
overcooked.
interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, just the whole Norman Rockwell trying to carve it at the table is just such bullshit. It's
Well, that is what used
it's
to go on for generations, you know?
yeah,
But
but it's literally impossible because you need the different pieces of the meat to hit very different temperatures, and like God
it,
help you.
it's it takes a lot of work to cook a turkey in the oven. You really have to watch it and take care of it.
But I mean,
Big
watching
mistake.
it won't help because I mean, it's like
I
okay,
mean, you have to
legs
baste.
and
You have to regularly baste it and check the temperature with one of those gauges that you stick in.
well, I mean, technology makes that a lot easier. I've got a four probe Bluetooth set of thermometers, so I can throw the turkey
Mm,
and I can see every part how it's going. But once it's in there, there's nothing that you can do. Like
mm,
if the breast is now hitting 170 and it's dried to all hell,
right.
and the thighs are still bone cold,
Hmm.
there's nothing for you to do.
Right.
You just have a shitty Thanksgiving. It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
nothing.
Right. Okay.
There's really nothing you can do. I mean, yeah, in the past, yeah, taking it in, measuring, the measuring. No,
Right.
actually, technology solved that part, but it's still not going to solve the fact that the
In the
end result
future, well, you
is
could probably have your own robot who can cook the turkey for you.
right. Well, it's just thermodynamics. I mean, if you need something to hit different temperatures, you literally like that's just not possible. Yeah. So
Thermodynamics. Wow. Spoken as an
yeah.
engineer chef. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
little
so we
Dave.
just separate it all out. You pull each piece as it hits its ideal temperature, and that's that.
Right. 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 Okay. MT85. They're smaller scale auctions, but I'm sure they do get sent to Texas or Oklahoma to feed out. What does that mean to feed out? To slaughter them, process them?
I think
Turn them-
he's saying for final fattening up. Like, that's what
Ah,
I take to mean. So not sold for slaughter, but for for finishing. I think they call it.
finishing up, gaining extra weight before they prepare them for food.
Yeah.
Turn them into food. Right.
Well, like for example, a lot of Australian export is live cattle, and they're not just shipping semen. They're shipping a lot of live cattle, and I assume they'll get some final finishing in the country of destination and then slaughtered.
How do
Because
they
while
ship
they're on the
live?
ships,
How do they ship live cattle to another country? They put them on a big boat, big
they
ship.
put them on big boats. Yeah, yeah. It can be pretty ugly conditions too.
Holy shit! All the cow manure that goes on that 5-day trip wherever it's going.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Well, I guess they just dump it in the ocean. I guess scoop it up.
I've
And
only seen sheep, but I'm sure the cattle trade isn't much better.
sheep, right? Yeah. What country would they be shipped to, for example?
Um, America for one.
Live sheep from from
No,
Australia
no,
to
not
America.
sheep. Probably cattle
Cattle
potentially. I
live.
think that
Wow,
is
that's
happening.
amazing. That's amazing.
Um, but sheep and goats go to the Middle East and parts of Asia,
Now, I'm
especially.
assuming that the
Um,
cattle that goes from Australia to the U.S. travels steerage class.
yeah, would be
So
appropriate.
that's
I'll take it back. I'm not entirely sure if America takes live cattle, but for sure, Asia and Middle East, they want it live because they have their own religious procedures
yeah.
for slaughter
Uh-huh.
as well. So
Right.
that's part of the reason they want them
Amazing.
live.
And many supermarkets here sell beef, lamb from Australia and New Zealand.
Yes.
It's not
Yeah.
uncommon to find it at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Wow.
Talking
Davidson.
about beef, I gotta feed my son, so
Oh, okay.
I'll jump off. Hope all the best for your Morty and your planning.
Great. Thanks very much. I'll see you later, Ozzy.
Cheers.
Okay. Bye bye. Davey, how much would it cost? Well, he's on the penance list, which I haven't posted yet because it's explosive. But he hates my channel. He keeps saying he doesn't. He's not subscribed. He doesn't watch it, and he hates the fucking channel and he hates me. So why would he want to be here? But he keeps popping on backstage under a different name with the racial insults. So he belongs where he is. He doesn't really belong here. Anyway, okay, let's get some music back on. And let's catch up. Hello, Guy Gadwa. MT, he really wants a channel to flex his Daytona that might be coming. Well, he's got a channel. He's got that late night Watch Nicholas show he can do with Dr. Bob and Jax. So Nick wants him. Nick likes him, so he belongs there. Yeah, yeah, right. Really classy. MT. Morty knows how to put those people in their place. Well, it's not difficult. They put themselves in their place. Just by opening up their mouth. They put themselves where they belong. It's amazing, right? P Clan Morty knows. All right, Giga Mort I right. On this channel, we only have 3 viewers watching every night. Well, he's had access to all the channels and he's fucked everything up because he's got issues. Yeah, so Nick likes him. Nick can keep him. With the Dr. Bob and Jack's nighttime show. Bradley, hello there. Morty, I just tuned in, but are there any Black Friday deals for the penance list? No Black Friday deals, but there is a lot of interest in my penance list. I suppose I should post it, and get this over with because just to establish the situation clearly. So maybe tomorrow I'll just go ahead and post it, and then all those people will explode and do 3-hour hate streams about me. But that's nothing new. By the way, I want to talk about Thanksgiving, the idea of giving thanks. Jax can come here anytime he wants. Okay. We sit and think about the things we're thankful for: a home, a safe home, a bed. I mean, really, a shower, a toilet bowl that works, a kitchen, a refrigerator. Half the people on the planet don't have any of these things. Comfortable shoes and pants and underwear and clothing and jackets and warm clothes, warm bedding, bathroom mirror, paint on the walls, carpeting. I mean, a nice collection of firearms. and a stockpile of ammo. These are things to be thankful for. But I also want to say I'm thankful to the haters. Yes, I'm thankful to those people. And I'll tell you why. Because every time they go psycho and start with the hate, the racism, the anti Semitism, the degrading slurs, the defaming, defiling insults, you know what that means to me? That they can't stand the truth because I speak the truth and facts, and that's what sets them off because they're incapable of speaking like that, speaking the truth and just facts, not distortions, not twisted stories, not imagined stories that they pull out of their butt, and spew onto the and blast onto their audience. So they go after me all the time, those people, because they know inside what I'm saying is the truth. And I'm, in a way, I'm thankful for them because every time they open their big, fat, fucking screaming mouths with the insults, it just validates and vindicates me because, yes, I've been speaking the truth. And that's what they can't stand. And every time they go crazy on me, it just vindicates me that, yes, I should be thankful for them because they serve as a sounding board confirming that what I speak is the truth, not lies and hate and made up stories and insults. And they can't stand that. So every time one of them goes fucking insane with the racism and the hate and the viciousness and the lies, it means I'm doing my job the right way. So, in a way, I do kind of have gratitude for that. That when they flip out and go absolutely nuts into a 3-hour hate fest, means I'm doing my job correctly, and they can't stand it. So yeah, Rich Mitch, I'm extremely thankful for medical science. Well, yes, we have the best in the world. You're grateful for your fax machine? Amazing. Wow. Okay. Can you Google the Giant's Causeway? Okay, I'll get that in a second. All right. Peakland, the only people Uzi has left to flex are the Bogans and Jacks. Well, he's welcome at the Watch Nicholas channel, and Watch Nicholas wants him there. He supports him, so that's where he belongs. Davey, he'll have to flex it on the graveyard shift now, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's look. Giant's Causeway. Let's see what this is. Northern Ireland. Okay, let's look this up here. I'll do Wikipedia. All right, let's see if I can screen share this. It's difficult, but let's try it. No, that didn't work. Okay, do we have it? There it is. Giant's Causeway. The Giant's Causeway is an area of approximately 40,000 interlocking basalt columns that the result of an ancient volcanic fissure eruption, part of the North Atlantic igneous province, active in the region during the Paleogene period, located in County Antrim on the north coast of Northern Ireland, about 3 miles northeast of the town of Bushmills. Is that where they make the whiskey? Bushmills? Holy cow. Here's a picture. Let's see if it shows up. Oh, look at that. Wow, it's amazing. Look at this. These are basalt columns, not man-made, but naturally formed. And you can sit on top. Absolutely amazing. And you got more over here. Amazing. it's a cool geological feature. Yes, definitely. To times like today where I wish I was a geologist. I could have gotten a PhD in geology. I could have done that. Would have been very exciting. Look at that. Wow. Declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1986. A 2005 poll of Radio Times, what is that? British magazine. The Giant Causeway was named the fourth greatest natural wonder in the United Kingdom. What were the other three? Interesting. Most of the columns are hexagonal, although some have 4, 5, 7, or 8 sides. The remainder of the site is owned by the Crown Estate, which is a collection of lands and holdings in the UK belonging to the British monarch as a corporation sole, making it the sovereign's public estate. All this king, queen stuff. Unbelievable. Lots of mythology about that. Okay. Tourism. Visitor center. Oh, it's great. Never heard of this. You see, this is good information. You see. All right. Let's see here. You were asking before if Britain or Ireland had cool geological features like the Grand Canyon. This is one. Well, never heard of it, so thank you for that information. I wonder what that magazine said were the other three, the first three top wonders of natural wonders of Britain. Maybe the White Cliffs of Dover. I don't know. I'm going to look that article up later. Yeah, what were the other three? You should visit it. It's not too high, so you won't get scared. Okay, well, that's good to know. No, it didn't look high at all. And I could rent an Irish girl for the afternoon. I'm sure they have Irish girl escort services, full package option. And that would be great. Let me see if I can find that. The Four Wonders of the UK. Is there such a thing? Oh, Wastwater, Dovedale, the Needles, and the Jurassic Coast. The other three are the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland, Loch Coruisk, and the Cullens in Scotland, Loch Coruisk and the Cullens in Scotland, and Pistol Radier in Wales. Wow, okay, and they got videos about that. 7 natural wonders of the UK. That's what it is. It's on Wikipedia. They got it all there. 7 natural wonders of the UK. I'm going to save that and look at it later. Amazing. Irish girl will unfortunately be ginger. Well, I'd hope so. That would make it even better. Yeah. With lots of freckles and green eyes. Terrific. Yeah. All right. Let's get the invite link up again. And our friend Dirk Diggler is on a Disney cruise. He was on the Dungeon this morning. Okay, well, sounds good. I think it's time for a video break.
Let me tell you a story. There are those people that like to donate their money to drug-induced weekend live streamers. They enjoy sick and twisted entertainment that only enables dangerous behavior for lonely people. This does nothing but enable a lifestyle of emptiness. Why would you donate your fun money to people that have money so they can have drug-induced fun with your money? It's time to start donating to more important things than your favorite live stream personality to see them wake up after a weekend bender in their own pool of vomit. It's time to make dreams into reality. It's time to send Morty to the Grand Canyon. Let's get Morty to the Grand Canyon. Donate now.
Come on, but like, dude, what do? I lost so much money. Seriously, I didn't know I could lose this much money this fast. I'm so pissed. I lost so much money today, so much money yesterday. I lost like 3 Yacht Masters in like a couple days. 3 Yacht Masters. 3 Yacht Masters. 3 Yacht Masters. 3 Yacht Masters.
The time has come. Why give your money away to people that don't need it? Morty needs the money. It's time to make it rain, bitches. Morty's Diner. Why give your money away to support a lifestyle? Give it to someone that needs it, appreciates it, and respects it.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we're back. And get some music in the background. There it is. All right. It's very good. Right, Rich Mitch, Morty, did you know that the Appalachian Mountains and the Scottish Highlands were part of the same mountain range? I gotta do this again. Did you know that the Appalachian Mountains and the Scottish Highlands were part of the same mountain range, which was created 300 million years ago, called the Central Pangaean Mountains? I did not know that, but thank you for that. That's very good information, and it makes a lot of sense. Sure. Very good. All right. And let's continue on here. Uh, hey, Crybaby Saggy Skin. Hey, man, great to see you. I've mentioned this before. If anyone hasn't looked at Crybaby Saggy Skin's channel, he's got the most funny, he got the funniest fucking videos there. Really creative shit. So go check out Crybaby Saggy Skin's channel. Fucking funny stuff. Very good. All right, Max. Yeah, face blasting. Yeah, that guy is back. You know, the guy with the psychological problems. He's back, you know, trying to get on and posting comments. But yeah, you know. Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's the other guy, you know. You know, Nick's friend, the other guy. All right. Yeah, you bet, Crybaby. Excellent content. I like the one where the guy's on the mobility scooter being towed back to his driveway or something like that. Haven't seen that in a long time, but that was brilliant. Right. MT. What possesses a person to just sit, waiting to never be let on? Isn't that fascinating? It just shows you how empty their incel life really is. You know, what's he saying? Well, I'm not going to repeat what he says. You know, why would I do that? It's just vile and vicious, and just, you know, reflective of. Right, amazing. All right, hey, anybody want to join the panel? I'll put up the invite link again. We've covered the main topics, and for the show, we'll be here for a little while. Morty goes to the Grand Canyon. Okay, covered that. End of the month fundraising. Well, this is the end of the month, and I need massive amounts in the multiple thousands of dollars to close out this month. Not to pay a Rolex, but to pay my dental bills and to get ready for fundraising for the Grand Canyon trip. So, all you multimillionaires and everyday EDMM, send money now to the Morty's Diner channel. PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, Super Thanks, or wire transfer. It amounts over 10,000. Thank you. Okay. Little Dave, do you have a brand of his hibiscus tea you recommend? Hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea content. Unbelievable. I'd like to know about that. Rich Mitch, there's a coal seam which formed when Pennsylvania and Wales were right next to each other. The two places share the same high quality anthracite coal. See, that's why I wish I had become a geologist. You know, interesting shit. Okay, hibiscus tea recommendation. It's on Amazon. Fresh Drinks US. Premium tea bags. Speaking about tea bags, some cheaper brands of tea bags, when they fold, when they manufacture the tea bags, they staple with a little small staple, they staple the top. And other premium brands, they just tie the top with the string. They don't use a staple. What if the staple got dislodged while you're dunking it in the hot water and you swallow the staple? I mean, that's unbelievable. Who the hell would put a staple on a tea bag? Just tie it up with the tea bag string. If they use a string, if they don't use a pull string, then just use a string to fasten the top. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Uh, I don't buy tea bags that have the stapled top. I mean, that's just unacceptable. Okay. Davy is giving me advice on lowering my blood pressure. Much better than Narc's TRT advice. Oh, no, no. I'll tell you what I take, and I take it every day for the last 20, 30 years. Magnesium glycinate and 400 milligrams is the daily dose. You can take, the one I take comes in 3 tablets for 400 milligrams. I take 2 or 3 every day. It has so many benefits, including blood pressure. It's remarkable how it affects blood pressure. I would recommend MT85. I don't know how to get in touch with you via Instagram or email, but I could send you some info, some products that I use. You can buy anywhere, and they will absolutely be of, I can't say absolutely, but you'll find them remarkable on lowering blood pressure. I mean, 20, 30 points. It's just amazing. Yeah, but it's a matter of what brand you take and what formulation of magnesium. Magnesium oxide won't do the same because it has the least amount of bioavailability of the elemental magnesium. Magnesium glycinate is the best form to take. And you want to get chelated magnesium glycinate. And I take ramipril and amlodipine for blood pressure. Okay, well, ask your doctor if you can take magnesium glycinate, which is just a form of magnesium. There's a dozen or more forms, right? Ask him if you can take that with the drugs that you're taking. And if he says yes, then go for it. Yeah. Who was that? Yeah, magnesium relaxes blood vessels. It helps the heart, the whole cardiovascular system. It's absolutely muscular system. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Well, magnesium is natural as Fike. Here we go, Thomas. Taylor's Yorkshire Gold tea comes highly recommended by tea and tickers. Yes, it does. I asked him about that a year or two ago. I was inquiring about his opinion on PG tips, and he basically said that was like swill shit. And you have to get Yorkshire Gold, which I bought and is an excellent tea. So I've bought that many times. And I'm going to type this in right here. And I'm going to give you 2 brands that are about 2 of the best, in my opinion. Okay. There are many brands that make it, but these 2, and I'll give you another one. 3 brands. You can find these on you can buy them on Amazon. It's as simple as that, okay? 3 recommendations, but if you're on those other meds, run it by your doctor first, just to make sure, and it'll really work. Davy, I think magnesium, beetroot, and hibiscus tea is a good combination. Beetroot, on the Aussie expat sandwich at the diner, he puts beetroot it's on the menu. His hamburger includes beetroot, which I thought was just amazing. I'd never heard of that before. Peppermint tea is very good for you too. Yeah. No caffeine. And ramipril is an ACE inhibitor like lisinopril. Well, run it by your doctor what he says if you could take magnesium glycinate. He's probably going to tell you just get magnesium oxide, which is what doctors usually recommend because it's the most common and cheapest. It's the least expensive, but it's the least effective. So, but ask your doctor. Don't listen to me. I'm just a hater. Right. Okay. Very good. Yorkshire tea, full recommendation. But I'll give you a tea here that is unbelievable. I bought this a few times, and this will increase your sperm count without question. It's called, you can find it on Amazon. Quality supermarkets will have it, possibly. It's called, where is it? It didn't show up. Oh, here it is. Taylor's of Harrogate Scottish Breakfast Tea. Comes in tea bags or loose tea. It's like 50 tea bags for $10, so it's very reasonably priced. And it's a strong black tea. It is phenomenal. Absolutely 10 out of 10 recommendation. Well, part of that might be true. Yeah. Crybaby saggy skin. Do you add anything to your tea? Honey, milk, sugar? I don't. I just have tea plain, just straight. I don't add anything. When I was a kid, I liked English tea or British tea, milk and sugar, but I don't do that. I haven't done that since I was a kid. Have you ever had the 99 tea from the co-op? It's very nice as a daily tea. I've never heard of 99 tea. Okay, we got the tea thing caught up. Outstanding. Very good. Let's get another picture up there. There we go. Amazing. Thomas, it's good. It's not the world's best tea, but I'm happy with it. It seems to quench my thirst. Some teas don't. And green tea is very important. I try and have green tea every day. Japanese people have 3 or 4 cups of green tea every day. That's why they're so slender and happy. Of course, they're all alcoholics too and smoking cigarettes. But the tea part is true, right? And don't buy shit brand of green tea. And Twinings is passable, okay? But yeah. Make sure it's from Japan, not from China. Just my opinion. Okay? Just saying. All right, teabag talk. Very good. All right, we've covered fundraising, end of the month fundraising, seeking money to pay my dental bills, the Grand Canyon fundraising, okay, which does not guarantee I will be going to the Grand Canyon. Just to put out that statement there. Rich Mitch, I only add a little milk to my tea. Never sugar, honey, if I'm not feeling well. When I used to travel back in the day, I used to enjoy TWAP. Interesting. Okay. All right. It's 12 after 6, Friday night. Any topic suggestions? Any panelists? I'm all talked out for the night, I think, but I'll hang around if anybody super chats, PayPals, Cash Apps, huge amounts of money to support my Grand Canyon trip, my dental bills, and the channel. And otherwise, I'll just hang around for a little bit, see what happens. So let's just go ahead and play some videos. Everybody can take a break. I know everyone needs a bathroom break, so this is a good time for a bathroom break. And we're back. By the way, just remembered, I'm going to be making some adjustments to the Morty's Diner YouTube celebrity menu. Uh, two of the people, is it two? One of the people on there needs to be removed. They're no longer deserving the honor of being on the celebrity menu. They violated Morty's trust, so they'll be removed. And actually, two people. Two of the menu specials on the YouTube celebrity menu will be removed tonight after the show. And yeah, because it's a privilege to be included on the YouTube celebrity menu at Morty's Diner, and they have violated their, you know, they've just gone beyond decent, beyond the basics of being decent. So they are removed from the YouTube celebrity menu, those two people. And January, we'll look at revising the celebrity menu, maybe adding some new people and shifting it around, shuffling it up. You'll see how it goes. But we'll definitely be removing two of the offerings. There's 20 choices on the YouTube celebrity menu at the diner, and I'll be removing two of them tonight after the show. All right. We'll be right back. More like, right. Okay. I'm the only one with a menu. What are you talking about? Those menus. Who's being removed? Well, I don't really want to say, but you can figure it out. Okay. No, no, no. The chicken sandwich stays. It's a big seller. Okay. The chicken sandwich is a big seller. And No, no problem. The Jack's chicken sandwich, that stays. Yeah. What's this said menu? You never saw my YouTube celebrity menu at the diner, MT85? I did a whole show on that some months ago. Um, it would take a while to find it. Do you want to see the menu? Because if anyone's interested in seeing the menu, they've never seen it, let me know, and I'll bring it up. Davey Smalls, who's Little Dave, channel member. We should get Narc back. He's the lesser of the offenders. Well, he's on the penance list, and it's not that easy. Okay. Thomas Burnett, £4.99. Thank you so much, Thomas. Buy some Taylors of Harrogate tea on the punters and serve it as a special in the diner. It's a fantastic tea. I've tried the other ones, but uh, they have an Irish breakfast tea, English breakfast tea, and the whole thing. But the Scottish breakfast tea is bold and will really make a man out of you. It'll make a real Scotsman out of you instead of just being another wee rat of a man. Get that Taylor's of Harrogate Scottish breakfast tea. It's in a blue box. You'll find it on Amazon. Very reasonably priced. That's my recommendation. Boris, PhD, how you doing? So, who gets the capers, whitefish smoked sable, and a couple of thin slices of white or wheat bread? That sounds like a good sandwich. That sounds like the Larry David sandwich, obviously. Right. Yeah. Okay. Rich Mitch. Jax managed to squeeze into a tumble dryer last night. I was very impressed. What are you talking about? Can you explain what you're saying? I mean, he got into a dryer, laundry machine. Is that what you're saying? Please clarify. Please um, elaborate on that comment. Did he push the button and do a spin cycle? What are you talking about? I've never seen it in its entirety. Really? Okay. Now, well, there's a penance. You see, this is the thing, right? Davey, I'm gonna pay Morty to create my own custom sandwich. All right, let me see if I can find that. I'll be back in a minute. Everybody, just relax and take a nice break. Yeah, okay. I can't find the menu. I don't know which folder I put it in. So I'll try and find it for the next show. Okay, MT and everybody, and little Dave. Okay, Rich Mitch. Yeah, Jax took a selfie in a dryer. It was very cool. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why would he do that? Why would anybody do that? Okay, very nice. Did he use a fabric softener sheet? Like, what are those called? Bounce, right? Bounce sheets. All right, I'll find the menu and I'll have it for the next show. Okay, very good. Yeah, that can be done. We can work that out. Okay, what else? Any questions? Any comments? Any lies? Any viscountness? Any stories? Any topic requests? Any panelists? I got nothing. Well, nothing new with that. Hey, listen, by the way, I did a show last night and apparently there was other shows on at the time, so the viewing numbers were not that good. It was pretty slow. I mean, low numbers. But I did. We had Spring and Fialta, and then Jamie Opulence came on, and Spring has been a frequent guest. Jamie, I haven't hasn't been on my show in quite a while, and we had a really fantastic talk. Really great. So a lot of things uncovered and revealed. So I would put out to the audience, check out my show from last night. It's in the title, uh, Jamie and Spring, and whatever else we talked about. Really, really good conversation. Really great stories. Exactly. Mhm. 13 viewers. Numbers are going anywhere between 2 and 20. So it's just, that's pretty good. Let's check the thumbs up, see if I'm getting any thumbs up or thumbs down support. Let's take a look. 12 thumbs up. Okay, thank you all very much. Let's check some times around the globe. Let's see what time it is. Now, this is riveting. Okay. New York is 9:30. London is 2:30 in the morning, Saturday morning. Okay. Portugal, 2:30 in the morning, same as London. Paris, 3:30. Nobody cares about Paris time here. Hamburg, 3:30 in the morning, same as Paris. And Amsterdam, same time. Tel Aviv, 4:30 Saturday morning. Tokyo, 11:30 Saturday morning, and Sydney, Australia, 1:30 Saturday afternoon. How about that? All right. Hello, Magpie. I'm not going to read that. Okay. Very good. All right. What else? I should be having dinner soon. Let's see. What should I have for dinner? I could have vanilla chocolate chip ice cream Or I could have chocolate chip ice cream for dinner. Okay. I can have some cookies instead. Correct. That's right. Okay. Thank you. We got the Wales, Cornwall. Is that Wales? Cornish. Or am I thinking of something else? Don't know. Magpie woke up for an old man slash and can't sleep now. Woke up for an old man slash and can't sleep now. Right, right. Have a cup of chamomile tea. Right. And you get a free cup if you can spell chamomile. Anybody out there? Right. And Cornwall. I gotta look that up now. Maybe I'm thinking of a different. Actually, when you think about it, that's a funny name. Cornwall. Westernmost part of the Southwest Peninsula, and the southernmost county within the UK. It's in England. Also, the south coast is called the Cornish Riviera. Includes towns like Newquay, however you say it. So, what am I thinking of? Why is Cornwall so famous? Famous for its stunning coastline and beaches, which are popular for surfing and holidays. Also renowned for its distinct food, particularly Cornish pasties and clotted cream. The region's rich history and heritage, including its tin mining past and association with King Arthur legends. Wow. What language do they speak in Cornwall? It's a Celtic language and a sister language to Welsh and Breton. How do you say hello in Cornwall? Hello in Cornish can be ha or dida. Didda. I don't speak that. I don't. Dydhda. Didda or ha. For specific times of day, you can say mittenda, good morning, dohajda, good afternoon, or gorthuherda, good evening. For a more casual hi, you can say yow or howsos, howsos, hi mate. Holy cow. What do Brits say instead of hi? There are regional variations, and I believe the greeting may be more common in Yorkshire than the South. How do is simply a slightly shortened version of how do you do. Other greetings you might hear in various parts of the UK. How do you do? Hi, hello, hollow, hi there, hello there, all right. What is a very British thing to say? Examples. Fancy a cuppa? Want a cup of tea? Not my cup of tea. Not something I like. And bloody hell! An expression of surprise or frustrations. Other phrases. Cheers! And Bob's your uncle. What the fuck is Bob's your uncle? Which includes a set of instructions. Holy shit, never heard of that. Fancy a cuppa? Chucking it down, raining heavily. Jeez. Chuffed. Pleased. I've heard of that. Chuffed. Pleased or delighted. Gutted. Extremely disappointed or upset. It's doing my head in. Something very annoying or driving you insane. Get a move on. That's what the police say, right? Get a move on. Hurry up. Wow. How do you say, oh my God, in British slang? Blimey, core, and oh my giddy aunt. Oh, cow. It's a whole different language. Amazing. Yeah. Yow. Newquay hosts a world famous surfing competition. Tintag. I've heard of that town. Tintagel, or I don't know how you say it. Tintagel is rumored to be where King Arthur. Tintagel. Something. rumored to be where King Arthur resided. There's a lot of evidence there really was a King Arthur, if you want to call it evidence. Pronounced New Key. Okay, see, I just learned something. Very good. So what's that town I'm thinking of in Wales? It's I speak Janner. What the heck is Janner? Blimey, I'm chuffed. Right. I say bloody hell a lot. Right. Okay. I got to look that up now. Wales cities. Cardiff, Swansea. I guess I was thinking of Cardiff. It kind of sounds like Cornwall. Well, no, it doesn't. Not at all. I was thinking of Cardiff. But Cornwall, that's like manure. You got ma, that's good. And newer, that's good. Ma, newer. That's a good word. So same thing like Cornwall. You got corn, and you got, that's a good word. And you got wall, that's good. You got Cornwall, good word. Newport, same thing. New is good. Ports are good. Newport, excellent. Okay. Oh, Janner is your accent. Or Johnner. Okay, got it. Amazing. All right. Magpie. Oh, you're really going to kill me with this Welsh. My family lives in Ystadmydach in Wales. You ever hear Richard Burton or Anthony Hopkins speak Welsh? It's amazing. Amazing language. It's Stradmynach. Cornhall. That's the next town over. Cornwall and Cornhall. Right. I think that's a town in Pennsylvania, actually. Right. So I can have chocolate chip ice cream or vanilla chip ice cream. What else do I have? I could have Cheetos with cream cheese. Okay. What else do I have? I could have a can of soup. Eggs, tuna, beans. There's always beans. Right. There's a village called Blunts, not far from me. Blunts. That's a good name. Popular game with the hipsters. What, cornhole? I believe it. Yeah. All right. I think I'll wind up the show in 5 minutes. It's been, how long has it been? It's been 2 hours and 6 minutes. Okay. We had 3 donors on today's show, Rich Mitch, MT85, and Thomas Burnett. So thank you all very much. That's not going to get me to the Grand Canyon. Not that I'm guaranteeing that I will be going, but just saying. Yeah. But I sure appreciate it. It all helps. All right. Covered a lot of stuff tonight. A lot. I mean, nobody cares, but we covered a lot. All right, let's check my email, see if I got any hate messages. No hate emails. That's pretty good. A little disappointing, but that's pretty good. Okay, let's see. Magpie, I'll have to rewind if you say it's interesting. What did I say was interesting? Well, we had Ozzy Expat on. We talked about Grand Canyon. That was pretty interesting. And other assorted stuff. Oh, I get hate mail sometimes, you know. And it's usually from those people, one of those people. Not that often, though, but they do come in sometimes. And of course, those are the people who do the hate videos, you know. Very sick people. Burnsflaw, Oklahoma is my favorite town. What? Burns Flat. Okay, Burns Flat, Oklahoma is your favorite town. Why? Let's look it up here. Where is it? It's in the middle of nowhere in western Oklahoma. The town has a total area of 2.3 kilometers squared, or 0.9 square miles. 2,000 people in the population. Why is it your favorite town? Ah! Well, that's right. They were born that way, and it just develops more and more extreme. Not a good day to be a Somalian. What day is a good day to be a Somalian? Yeah, Trump has got to take charge. Well, he does, and really do the right thing with what he said today. You know, well, he does everything he says, so it's terrific. Yeah. Who could hate you? Well, those other people on those other channels. You know, the haters. Crybaby, I've always wanted to visit Torquay because of faulty towers. Right. Torquay, I don't know how you say that. Torquay. Well, I guess that would be Torquay because you said the other one was Newquay or something. I don't know how you pronounce. Yeah, Newquay. So this might be Torquay. Don't know. Right. Okay. Magpie. Torquay and Teignmouth. Is that how it's it? Tenmouth? I'm going to guess. Tenmouth is lovely in summer. I've never heard of Tenmouth, if that's the way you say it. Torquay. Okay, so I didn't know that. This is good information. All right. By the way, anyone who wants to wire transfer me $20,000, I'll give you the info. We could do a wire transfer, or of course, just Cash App, PayPal. It all works. Tinmouth. So I said, what did I say? Tenmouth. So Tinmouth. 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 Well, I was a little close. Tinmouth. Wow. Amazing. Last night, Jamie Opulence was telling me about a part of England, Kent area, where he said he was from, that region, and a city called Rochester, where Charles Dickens used to live. And he said there's really some great historical sites in that area. So I looked it up and I saved it all. I'm going to research that later. And hopefully next year is the year that I get to England. And he said it's about a 45-minute drive southeast of London. And sounded really interesting, Rochester. I have a friend who lives in Hastings, and I'm sure she would know all about it. And yeah, amazing. Bournemouth. 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 Not Bournemouth. These are Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Is that it? Bournemouth? Bournemouth. If you like maritime history, come to Plymouth. It's where the Mayflower sailed from. Fantastic. Is that near Penzance or that part of England? Plymouth, England. Let's look that up. I would need a month, at least 30 days to do England properly. And that would be extremely expensive. Plymouth, England. Where is it? Let's get a map here. All right. Oh, I see where it is. Okay, no, it's not near Penzance at all. Okay. It's by Noss Mayo, Hawsend, Millbrook, Port Wrinkle, Downdury, Southway, Dartmoor Zoo, Yelmton, Mothacombe Beach. Holy cow, these names are amazing. Four Point, Mile House. They probably say Millis. Mile House. I don't know. Amazing. Falmouth. There's a Falmouth on Cape Cod in Massachusetts. A lot of these town names are in America as well. Duh. Lyme Regis. I'm familiar with that town. I mean the story. Right. Right. Got it. Plymouth is Devon, bordering Cornwall. Okay. Got it. What's the correct pronunciation? I would say Leicester. Worcester, Leicester. Correct. Right. I was looking at a map of England years ago, and I found there's a town in England called Boston. I mean, I didn't know that. Amazing. Yeah, I would say it's pronounced Leicester. Nice avatar, man. Very good. You're looking good. You're going to use that for your Hollywood headshot? To get commercial work? That'll work. Jesus, absolutely frightening. Jesus. I mean, speaking about talking well, I won't say it. Yeah. I think I'll just have some cookies for dinner. Bought a brand of some European cookies. I forgot the brand name, but I'll have those tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the import food store, and buy some German chocolates and see what else they have there from England and Portuguese. I'll look at their sardine area from Portugal, some English snacks, and German chocolate stuff. They should, and yeah, I'll do some shopping there tomorrow. All right, gonna wrap it up in 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, it's busy tonight at the diner. Yeah, a lot of loud speaking women there talking about stuff. Leicester has a Spearmint Rhino Gentlemen's Club, like Vegas. Right. You see, the thing about all those gentlemen's clubs, you can't touch the woman. So, I mean, if you're 18 years old, I guess it's pretty good. But, you can't just reach out and grab and touch and stuff. The bouncer comes over and splits your skull open with a baseball bat. So they're of no interest to me. Japan had phenomenal strip clubs, just incredible. Unbelievable. Blaine, if you're looking to get away from it all, why not enter one of the many beautiful caves in Oregon? Really? What do you do in the cave? Meet Antifa people? I'm not aware of caves in Oregon. Never been to a strip club, never felt the need. Well, I mean, it's something, guys do of a certain age. Um, Now I would just find it extremely boring because you can't do anything. So what's the point? You know, just seems seedy. Well, in many cases, they are very seedy, and that's kind of the allure for some guys. The seedier, the better. Portland has more strip clubs. This is a true fact. Portland has more strip clubs than any other city in the U.S. Now, I don't know if that's still the case over the last several years, but up until 4 years ago, it was an established fact. Portland had more strip clubs than any other American city. Now, I've never gone to any of them in Portland because, and this is not to slam all Oregon females, but many of them in Portland, I don't want to look at. So I don't know who works at those clubs. But they might be like, shaved heads and green, purple hair and nose rings and, really mean, nasty looking tattoos all over their face and throat. So, yeah, it doesn't interest me. The best strip clubs in North America apparently are in Montreal, Canada. They're very famous for strip clubs. It's true. Maybe a guy like Patel Philippe would know about that, but that's the story. Okay. Michelle Sifra spent 6 months alone in a Texas cave. It changed him forever. I don't know that story at all. Why did he do that? What was he seeking to do? There it is. There's the story. French geologist. Okay, I'll look up the story. Oh, he died last year. A leading figure in the field of chronobiology, the study of how the human body understands time. Wow, okay. What do you know? I'll save that story for later. In 1972, he performed a more extensive underground experiment, staying 6 months in Midnight Cave in southern Texas. After the experiment, he concluded that without time cues, he adjusted to a 48-hour rather than a 24-hour cycle. NASA studied his work, as did the French Army and the U.S. government. Oh, yeah. Wow. He suffered acute and lasting effects, recovering from the isolation physically, mentally, and emotionally only partially. That's how I feel. Right. In debt from the experiment's significant costs, even though some of it was paid through government funding, his wife and him divorced. 6 months in a cave all by himself? Jesus. Tattoos on women can look sexy. Well, they can, yeah, but not in Portland or San Francisco and, Chicago and, those people types. Trouble is, nowadays we have numbing creams. So everyone now has tattoos in places they normally wouldn't dare. It used to be a rite of passage. Well, maybe in Botswana, but not in the U.S. But I know what you mean, yeah. Blaine, you may exit the cave and find Bitcoin at $100 million. Well, that would be nice. Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of Kenya, you should check the latest stories about Obama and his private chef who drowned. That story was never touched by any of the media, any of the mainstream media. He was totally protected, no investigations at all. His private chef, who was an experienced athletic swimmer, drowned in 3 feet of water at his Martha's Vineyard in the waters by his Martha's Vineyard estate. He was seen. Barry was seen the next day in public with bruises on his black and blue marks on his face and band-aids and stuff. Isn't that amazing? What could do you really think he drowned? Really, a healthy, active, virile, experienced swimmer drowning in 3 feet of water? Do you think he really drowned by an accidentally? Do you think he might have known or seen something about Barry? You know, that kind of story that just can't get out. You know, it's all true. Everything about that guy is true. The stories that they don't want to report, all true. Okay, yeah, Magpie, that story was buried faster than right than Easy Company taking a giant shit in Suckerhorn's toilet after he had the Indian curry dinner, which was a story he mentioned on the dungeon 2 nights ago. It was an amazing story. He was in Suckerhorn's hotel room in Bangkok. Archie had introduced them to each other, and they had Indian curry, super spicy Indian curry for dinner, and Easy asked if he could use the bathroom in Suckerhorn's room because he wasn't able to take the 2-minute elevator, get the elevator to go to the main lobby and use the lobby men's room. He blasted his bathroom to pieces. He blasted his toilet bowl to smithereens. The pipes exploded. They had to fumigate the whole hallway. People were pulling the fire alarm for the fire department. They couldn't breathe. Little Dave, well, look into the story. They don't report anything about the guy. It's all true. Well, just look at it. How can someone drown in 3 feet of water? Not an infant, but a healthy, virile, physically fit, active male. Right? Personal chef to Obama, living in the Obama home. What else do you need to know? I mean, there's just one layer upon another upon another. I mean, yep. Okay. You'll never convince the Obama people anything about him is true. They just believe, what they're spoon-fed. Okay. Crybaby, did you hear Big Mike's recent comment about why lots of black women can't swim? No, I didn't. Hint, it's rooted in racism. Totally on-brand, ridiculous comments from him. Yeah, I saw a meme on Instagram. Very well done. It was 3 men behind the prison bars in their prison cell. It was Obama, Biden. What was it? Obama, Biden, and maybe Schumer, Senator Schumer. Okay, and one says to it was Clinton. It was Bill Clinton, Obama, and Biden in prison clothing behind the cell. And Clinton asked the other guys, "Hey, where's Hillary?" No, I got it backwards. It was Barry, Obama, Big Mike, and Joe Biden. Barry, Big Mike, and Joe Biden. And one of them, Barry says, "Hey, where's Hillary?" And Big Mike replies, "She's not here. This is a men's only prison. This is the men's prison." Which was funny coming from Big Mike, because Big Mike was in the men's prison. Well, forget it. Okay. Severe solar storms are on the way. Great. There was a curry restaurant in Osaka with legendary spicy curry. I had curry in Japan. Japanese people love curry, but Japanese curry was much milder. It still had that funny smell and taste, but it was much milder than the Indian TNT curry, which will blast your ass open, like what it did with Easy Company. The chef had to wear rubber gloves and a respirator. No joke. Holy shit. I can confidently say I'd throttle him if I had the misfortune of being introduced to him. I know his type. Who? Who are you talking about? Big Mike? Obama? Easy Company? Who are you talking about? Okay. Magpie. It happened. The mainstream buried it immediately. Yeah, immediately. Right. Every story about him that's suspicious is immediately buried, and anybody who reports it is destroyed by the mainstream media and the people behind the scenes, the DC swamp. Dirk Diggler, good evening. Morty, did you hear about my calculations that Mike has been live streaming for over 10,000 hours? No, I have not heard that. Well, I've done I have about 2,000 shows, and that could be 10,000 hours worth over 7 years. It's very possible. I'd have to count up each show, but that's possible. Big Mike will never do time. They can't figure out which prison to put him in. To put them in. Very funny. Right. Yeah. Well, the evidence that Tulsi Gabbard uncovered about Obama, absolute treason. Absolute treason. And will they go after him to the max? I hope they do. Round them all up. Send them all to Gitmo. Hey, Dirt, how's the cruise? Crybaby, remember how they tried to hide Barry's huge birthday party during the lockdown? Rules for thee, not for me. I don't remember the birthday party thing, but I remember Gavin Newsom at the French Market 5-star restaurant during the height of COVID. No one's wearing a mask. I remember that bullshit. You and Easy was a good show. Yeah, it went very well. Right. Easy. Okay, so let me go back here. Easy. So what was that comment? You're referring to Easy Company. I can confidently say I'd throttle him if I had the misfortune of being introduced to him. I know his type. Holy shit. I don't know why you'd want to punch the shit out of Easy Company. I don't know what he's ever done. If anyone knows such horrible, evil things that he's ever done, you can tell me or tell the audience, because I'm not aware of anything. He's just a bloke, honking on the YouTube. I mean, he's nothing. He's nothing in terms of offensiveness. Nothing compared to those other people. Nothing. But nobody attacks those other people. They just go after the easy prey. It's true. Okay, let's take one last video break. Holy crybaby! That's a great video. Let me show you another one on the same topic about the audience on those other channels. Amazing. Yeah. Hopefully, Hatchet Men. Yeah, they should all get thoroughly investigated and convicted of treason. Crybaby. Very funny stuff, Morty. Like for reals. Oh, these are great videos. I don't want to. Have you seen this one? This one's another classic. Where is it here?
To come on, but like, dude, what do? I lost so much money. Seriously, I didn't know I could lose this much money this fast. I'm so pissed. I lost so much money today. So much money yesterday. I lost like 3 yacht masters in like a couple days. 3 yacht masters. 3 yacht masters. 3 yacht masters. 3 yacht masters.
Yeah, another great vid. Yeah, right. Little Dave, I think you're possibly overplaying some of them, Morty. Well, yeah, I understand what you mean, but I don't know if they're being overplayed here because on those other channels, they have been playing the same videos for years, the same ones, hundreds and hundreds of times, the same videos. I mean, hundreds of times. So I don't think, yeah, I do play the videos, often, but are they being overplayed? I don't know. I would be thousands of plays behind compared to those other channels, baby. Right. So I just went to the kitchen. This is my dinner. I bought this brand of cookies. I don't usually buy cookies, but I thought, frankly, at this point, what difference does it make? Blaine, it's all relative. For example, how much face blasting is too much face blasting? Well, on those other channels, there's never enough. There's never too much. Right. They pay for it daily. This is a brand of cookies. I've seen this brand around, but I never bought it before. It's called Lotus Biscoff, Biscoff. They look like Oreos, but it's a vanilla cookie, top and bottom, with a chocolate filling in the middle, milk chocolate flavor. It's 2 3.9 ounce packs. Total weight 220 grams, 7.8 ounce. And they call this the family pack. This is a pretty small family. Where's this from? I think this is some European brand. Does it say? No, product of Belgium. Okay, there it is. Distributed by Lotus Bakeries, North America, San Francisco, product of Belgium. Let's check the ingredients. See, sugar, first ingredient. Oh, these are great. Sugar, wheat flour, vegetable oil, consisting of soybean oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, palm oil, also cocoa powder processed with alkali, non-fat dry milk, whey powder, brown sugar syrup, sodium bicarbonate leavening, soy flour, soy lecithin emulsifier, salt, cinnamon. This is absolutely pure bioengineered shit. Does it say that on the packaging? Because all that crap, I'm sure, is the cheapest bioengineered sourced shit imaginable. It doesn't say non-GMO, and it doesn't say genetically modified ingredients. But it's from Belgium, so maybe they're being deceptive. You know, the Belgians, King Leopold. So let's give it a try. No ramen on hand for a quick snack. No, I don't buy those. They're just pure salt. Incredible high sodium content. Yeah, they're tasty, but incredibly high sodium content. Absolutely full of chemicals and artificial shit, and zero nutritional value. So, all right, I'm going to open up this package. Oh, look at this. When you open up the plastic, it comes in two foil wrapped cylindrical packages. Very nice. Okay, let's see. Very good. More the weed products. Well, yeah, you're probably right. All right, let's try one of these cookies. Okay, about the size of an Oreo, maybe a couple millimeters smaller than an Oreo. From Belgium. Hmm. Hmm. Um. Yeah. Looks very similar to the Japanese magpie kasasagi. Beautiful creatures. What are kasasagi? Japanese word for magpie that has multiple meanings, including the names of a dahlia flower, a Japanese limited express train, a fountain pen ink, a Japanese antique store, and characters in video games and anime. Oh, okay. Tastes better if you dunk it in milk. Yeah, I don't have any milk here, but you would be right. Yeah, I'll have one more. These, for the American palate, Oreos are a better choice. Okay, they're okay. They're okay, but no, I won't buy them again. They're kind of dry. I could see dunking them in a cup of hot coffee or a glass of milk or a hot cocoa. But that's my first and only experience with Belgian cookies, I do think. Yeah, they're dry. Exactly. The taste is okay. It's not really a chocolate taste. It's I can't explain it. Mega value. Oreo cookies are proven to lower cholesterol better than statins. That's amazing. What is that avatar? Boston Red Sox. I see. Oh, that was my dinner. What are your favorite cookies? Well, I don't buy cookies much anymore. This is a rarity that I bought these. I like a great black and white cookie, but it's got to be the real thing, not some Portland imitation shit. A great chocolate chip cookie, if it's really good, is perfect. Um, I used to like Pepperidge Farm brand of cookies, but they use all bioengineered ingredients. If you read the label, you won't believe the shit they put in Pepperidge Farm cookies. But those are good. But I don't buy. I haven't bought those in over 10 years, 15 years. Yeah. 90K. Try the waffle cookie with caramel inside next time. More the same brand, really? Orange Oreos. I never saw those. Well, Halloween time they have orange filling Oreos. Any other cookie? I went through a Fig Newton phase at one point. They're okay. They're not bad, you know. Very dry. Mint Oreos are a delectable treat. Okay. Hmm. I'm sure Oreos are manufactured with the cheapest genetically mutilated ingredients that they can put together to make those cookies. So, yeah. I mean, a great oatmeal raisin cookie or a chocolate chip cookie, if you can find a really great one, it's perfect. You know. Was Crybaby Saggy Skin a supporting character in Blade? Very good question. I bought a Cadbury's chocolate bar today. I haven't bought a Cadbury's chocolate bar in, I don't remember when. It's been years. It's a Cadbury's fruit and nut, $2.99. It's unbelievable what a chocolate bar costs. And it's okay. It's Cadbury's is owned by Hershey Company. That's what it said on the package, a Hershey Company. And it was okay. I'd give it a 5 or 6 out of 10. All right, one more minute and we'll close it out. Rip Van Cookies from Holland, I think, is the brand. Rip Van Cookies. Let's look that up. Okay, here it is. All right, I've never seen those. Oh, yes, I have seen those. You see those in some supermarket here. One of the upscale markets, maybe Whole Foods or something like that. Rip Van, shop all products. Ripvan.com. And is there a story about this company? Doesn't say. I clicked contact us and there's no phone number or address. I hate companies that don't list their address. Very suspicious. What makes Rip Van waffles different from traditional Stroop waffles? Stroop waffles, cookies, and sweet snacks more broadly, like a granola bar, breakfast bar, Madeleine, etc. 14 grams of sugar in the usual cookie, totally high in empty calories, and low in fiber. A Rip Van waffle rivals in taste, but contains anywhere from 3 to 5 grams of sugar and 6 grams of fiber. Wow. Where do you make Rip Van products? We design all our products in our food lab in our New York based headquarters. We produce our waffles and wafers in both our Canadian bakery and Dutch facilities. Our Leo cookies are produced in Spain, and our fruitful cookies are produced in the Netherlands. All right. All right. I'll try one of those next time. 15 viewers, 15 likes. Well, that's pretty great. 16 people watching right now. Grocery outlet has Ritter's chocolate for $2.99. That's an unbelievable price. Unbelievable. Usually they're $4.59 at most supermarkets. Sometimes a little less, but $2.99 is amazing. TJ's might have them. Okay. I go to TJ's once, maybe twice a month. Trader Joe's. So, yeah, Ritter is still my preferred chocolate brand. Right. I think that's it. No more super chats, cash apps, PayPal's coming in, and no more panelists coming on, and there's no more topics. So there you have it. The Friday night show. Thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. And I'll see you soon enough with the menu updates, the YouTube celebrity menu. I'll be removing 2 of the celebrity items, and we'll do that on the next show. Good night, everyone.